Hi all, this is Rahul. Welcome to my YouTube channel Automation Tool. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and click on notification bell. So today's our topic is how to get value from the response and refer it in the request. So let's suppose we have two API X and Y. Sometime what happens, we need to get the value from the response from first API X and use that value in the second API Y as a request, right? So this thing we can call it API chain. So I will show you in the Paint. Let me open Paint here. So let's suppose we have two API, API 1, API 2. We will write API 1 and API 2, right? Now suppose we have executed API 1 and we got a response, right? So in the response we got name is equal to Rahul. Let's suppose this is our response. RESPONSE. Now for the first API, when we have executed, we got a response as name is equal to Rahul. And what we need to do now? Now we need to use this Rahul data in the API 2 as a request. So let me give here line. So this Rahul we need to use in API 2 as a request. So this is called API chaining, right? So let me write here API chaining. So this thing I will show you in the Postman how to do this. Let me open Postman. Now we have to create two requests, right? We have already told we'll create X and Y. So for that we have one very good website, that is reqres.in. So I will take two API. So let me take one get API and one put API. This put update API, right? Now we'll create two API here. Let me create collection first. Click on new. Click on collection, give the collection name as API chaining test. Let's go to HINING test and click on create. Now we need to create two requests, one get and put. So for that, just click on three dot, click on add request and give user test, right? Click on save to API chaining test. Now we need to create one more, right? Let's click on three dot, click on add request and update underscore test. Click on save to API chaining test. Now this is get. By default we need to change it to put, right? Now click on save. Now we need to pass URL, right? So let me copy from here. So first we need to copy the starting URL, right? Control C, Control V, and we need to copy this, right? So slash in slash API slash users. So this is there. So we will select this. So API page is equal to 2. Now this is fine, right? So this is get. We are not passing any body. So we'll just save it and we'll send. We'll see whether our request is working fine or not. So click on send. Now it is working fine. So you can see here 200 status is coming, right? So this API is working fine. Now we'll check put. So for put, we'll click here and the same URL will copy, right? Control C, Control V, and we need to give the end URL, right? For put one end URL is API. So just select this one, right? I have already used, that is why it is showing in the history, so I have selected. So you can copy from here, right? So just save it. Now since we are using put, we need to pass body here, right? Then why it is not saying? Uh, the body, we are not getting anything. Why? Oh, sorry. So we need to click in row, right? So just copy it, this body, and paste it, right? Now in the text, we need to select JSON, right? Click on JSON and save it. So let me click on send. We'll see whether this API is working fine or not. Click on send. Yeah, this is also working fine, right? So 200 status is coming. So this both the API is working fine. Now what we need to do now? We'll create one environment. So click on this manage environment. I will tell you why we are creating environment in the later part of the video. So meanwhile you can see how to create environment here. So click on add. Give environment name as API underscore chaining and give variable name. I will give variable name as name and initial name Rahul. Right. Now please remember what we gave. So we have created one variable name and the initial name is Rahul, right? Now click on add. Now close it. Now you can see here no environment is there. So we need to click on this arrow and click on API chaining. After clicking this, just click on there. You can see a name Rahul, right? Current value and initial value is Rahul, right? Now, now, so we have got a response. If you'll see in the first request, after executing, we have got a JSON response, right? Now, what we need to do, we need to fetch this name. Let's suppose we will fetch this first name is equal to Michael from the JSON response for the first API, right? So for that we need to write the code here in test tab, right? So let's suppose we will create one variable here, JSON response, JSON underscore response. So what we are doing here, we will store this whole request in this variable JSON response. So JSON response is equal to JSON dot parse and response body, right? So we have stored whole JSON response of the first API in this variable, right? Now by using this, we need to find this first name Michael, right? So for this, we need to find the path of this, right? So for this we have very good website that is called JSON Pathfinder. I will tell you regarding this. So let's search here JSON Pathfinder and click here. Now click here in JSON Pathfinder. Now do one thing, just copy this one and paste it here. Now you can see here. For this, just click on data and click on zero index. You will find here, right? First name as Michael. So to find the path of this first name, just click here. So you will find the path, right? Now we need to copy here. So let me write here first. Now we need to store it somewhere, right? Now we'll write stored value stord underscore value is equal to this JSON response we got, right? So JSON response dot, we need to pass this value, right? So to fetch Michael, we need to pass this, and X is nothing, X is JSON response, whole JSON response. Inside this JSON response, we are finding this one, right? So for this, we need to write this one, data 0 first name, right? Data 0 first name and semicolon. Now if you will see, this Michael is there in this stored value, right? Now what we need to do? We need to set the value that Michael here in the environment level, right? So when we'll set and it will execute that API, instead of Rahul, that Michael should come, right? So we'll write the code. So we'll find here one snippet, just click on that. To set the environment variable, you will find one code here, right? Just check it here. Set an environment variable, right? Click here. So you will find the code, right? So variable key. So your variable key is name, right? You need to set in the name, right? Here you want to set, right? For the variable name you want to set, instead of Rahul, that Michael should come, right? And the stored value you need to pass. So let me remove you here and copy this and paste it here and save it. Now execute. So this API is also working fine, 200. Okay, let me see here. I can see here initial value and current value is Michael here, right? Now it is working fine. So instead of Rahul, Michael is coming here, right? Why? Because what we did here, we have fetched all the JSON response here in this variable, and by using this we got that Michael, right? Data 0 and first name we gave, right? That path. By using this path, we have stored that Michael in this variable, right? Stored value. And by using this variable, we have set a Michael in the variable name, right? Now we need to pass this Michael in the second request, right? That we have discussed earlier and in the starting of the video, right? Now click on update test. Now you will see here we have written here morpheus, right? Now this one you need to parameterize. So for parameterize, what you need to do? You need to remove this one and double curly braces, close curly braces, and you need to pass here name, right? So once you will write name and save it, it is directing to environment level. If you see name Michael, right? So here is morpheus, right? So once we'll save and send, instead of morpheus, you should get Michael name, right? So let me see, and we'll execute now. Just click on send. So you can see here Michael. Right. So what we are doing here, we are executing the first API, and once we get the response, we are suppose the response is Michael, and that Michael we are transferring to the second API, right, as a request. That's only we did here, right? So we have saved in the environment level Michael, and if we have used that Michael in the request in the second API, right? So I hope you have understood all the concept which I explained in this video. If you like the video, please like, comment and share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the channel and click on notification bell. Thank you and please take care.